Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of all the levels, with also getting the objectives, like all of them, like the robot trophy and the phantom medals, and the other little things. So, first level, house call, we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so automatically, the first thing in this level that you can get
So this
is
is where
the
Dr.
robot
Prism
trophy, which
lives.
is in this little
Nothing
seat
looks out
here,
of the
this little
ordinary
van, and
besides
he's right in there.
everything that looks
So,
out of the ordinary.
there he is.
The kinesium research
Then,
we're looking for is likely in a computer. Find it before
this is
someone
necessary
else
for
starts.
one of the collectibles. You don't need to do this if you're just trying to do the level. So we're going to spawn in Rebutler.
Oh, hey! You must be from the agency. I didn't
Okay,
see you come
so
in.
we're going to ask him,
Oh,
we're
I
going to
was
press the little
hoping you'd be
fork with
hungry.
like the smiley
Hold
face
on,
looking
I
thing.
can make this awesome thing.
Yeah, okay, so he's going to go get that. Now while he does this, this is just for the level, this isn't for what he's doing.
I never trusted Dr. Prism's robots.
Just add the
but
3
he seems
logs,
like a
it
nice
has to
guy.
be all 3 of them, to the fire.
Okay, look at you.
Okay,
using
so we're
television
going to need here the
If
lemon
Dr. P were here, I bet she'd
and
be
the
pretty excited
shrimps.
about that kinesium in
We're
your
going
head.
to throw away this. We don't need that. So, now, this is for the main level, we're going to set the fire.
Hey, no, that's too
I'm going
many
to take
logs.
this from
You're
him.
gonna burn the place down.
Now, I'm going to send the little bar card over. Grab that. Okay. So, this is for the objective to give your butler his favorite drink,
Wow, you're a tricky
which is going to be this one, since it has the little wires on it and everything, and it says the smart choice for any agent. That's how you figure this out. So we put 3 gin shots in this.
Oh,
And it's
that's
never
a nice
shaken or
martini.
stirred, so we're going to
Reminds
just
me of this other agent I saw once.
grab this, pop this right there, and just, let me move it, and then just pour it in. I think that will still work. Pour it on him.
Oh, come on! I'm going to assume that was an accident.
And that should give you the agent's drink, which will give you the gloves. Now, we are going to
That's the
grab
modulator
his
Dr. P
soundboard,
used to find my voice. Pretty good,
and
right?
we are going to hit, in order to open up the computer, clever, covert, robot, agent. So that is going to open up
You got
this
it in
thing.
the computer. You must be the best agent in all the agents.
Now, in the normal version of the level,
Oh, well,
let's move this.
boot up failed.
In the
Sounds
normal version of the
problematic.
level, we are
You'll need to figure
supposed
out
to,
how
you
get
can
around
put
it.
this lemon here if you want, we are supposed to use this little key, but for the one of the achievements, you need to use a shrimp instead. So, for some reason,
Great work.
it's a shrimp.
Now, figure out
Now,
how to access that
This is
research.
going to be important, so you can put this here. This thing is not important. This
Oh,
one,
my
the
poison
audio
shot
tapes.
worked.
Now, poison just shot at us, so that shouldn't be bad normally, but it is not. So, because it is a slow poison, so it's not going to kill us immediately.
Disguise! That robot has gone rogue!
Now,
He better not have done anything to Dr. Prism. Looks like that's a slower poison, so you have precious time to find an antidote.
we're going to move the little cart over. We do not need this. And we need to open up the primary memory with the antidote in it. So, we're going to move this out of the way. And we just put the shrimp here, and then there it is. So, that's, if you want to know how to do this part, there it is. Just, if you're not using the shrimp,
Looks
just
like you
replace it
have
with
to
a
make
little
the
plug.
antidote. Nothing can ever just be
Now,
easy,
the
can it?
antidote is 2p of neurotonic and 1p of unstable vodka, so... Oh wait, this is not the right... Oh, okay. And then it says here to shake until steaming and then drink it. So you're going to shake it until it turns red, and then you're going to very quickly drink it before it
Good.
explodes.
You're safe from the poison. Oh, I hope Dr. Prism survived as well. Find that kinesium research before that killer robot comes back.
Okay.
How you doing in there? You dead yet? Just grabbing a body bag.
Okay, so
I'm
now
so
we're
disorganized
actually
today.
not going to get it just yet, because this is for the phantom medal. So, you're going to make the invisible ink, like cure, which is 1 shot of the blue bottle, and squeeze the lemon into this thing. Make sure it's on the 2p side, it doesn't work without the 2p side. Shake it. That is not right. Sorry, I'm bad at this. This drink thing is really specific on how you do it, so... Put that in. Then I'll put this on the floor. Then it's going to do that. And then you need to put that in. Which is moving all of this out of the way. I know people don't like doing this part of the level with the keys being in the right spot, so I'm going to look at these for a full
When I was in the field, people just wrote
So that's how it looks.
You didn't need to access
And then you get the phantom medals.
You just stole it.
So now we need to go into the external disk drive. Now this looks impossible because, you know, you can't have two things. So obviously there's something off with this. So what you gotta do is you gotta put this in here, make the invisible ink concoction. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't. Really bad at the string stuff. Then invisible ink. Pour this on here. Turns out there's more than what there actually is, obviously. And then put that in like that. Now, this takes me a while. I will fast forward to the good part, where it actually works. Move this out of the way. Shouldn't take me too long, because I've done it a lot, so...
You know, when I was in the field, people just wrote things on paper. You didn't need to access a notebook. You just stole it.
Okay, and then we got... missing one of the things, I believe. There we go. And then we just put this like so. Like I say, replace, if you're not using the shrink, just replace it with the thing. So there it is. Now, in order to, I'm going to pause here because it goes fast. Tell Prism agents are better than robots. What you're going to want is the soundboard. Just gonna...
So, now the agent's dead?
You're going to want the soundboard, and you're going to want to preemptively
Wait, the
make...
poison didn't kill you?
Yeah, hi. You're going to want to make...
Oh, man.
You can do anything that causes an explosion.
Call Dr. Prism?
Anything that causes an explosion, I'm just going to make the Vesper. Hi, so then, now she's here, you're going to write, put Agent Superior. That makes her mad at you. So, now he's going to shoot a laser at us, which is not good, obviously.
Agent Phoenix, thanks for showing me how to be an amazing agent. Sorry you have to die, but I will carry on your legacy as Agent Hope Butler. My first big laser battle. I hope I win.
Okay, that's what I use normally. Now, he's going to vent, and you need to shake this. And it is going to explode on him. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know why this comes out of him.
You discovered the improvements I made to my robots. And all
But...
I did was giving Zor access to that kinesium research you came here to protect.
Yeah, hi.
That's right. Zor gets my research, and I get kinesium for my robots. And once you're dead, everyone will see just how superior my robots are to frail, emotional, human
There,
agents.
right now,
Until next time, Phoenix.
this, you can just sit here and watch this. This doesn't do anything.
And she's working with Zor? I think I need a moment. Come back to base, Agent.
Okay, so there you go. You get the robot trophy, the phantom medal, the Tell Prism, these, and these. You get all of that. So there you go. There is House Call. Now we are going to be going on to Kinesium Mines. Okay, so here we are. The objectives are the robot trophy, the phantom medal, don't drill Slaughterhouse Melvin, which you will see who that is in a minute, the pepperoni roll, and the paper airplane. So the first one we're going to do is avoid tightening any pipes. Normally, you use this wrench here. Now, right now, we're not using the wrench, so we're just going to throw it over in case...
Than I anticipated.
Well, somehow that killed me. Okay, so apparently, do not throw the wrench, because it kills you. So, no more wrench.
This mine looks
What
less
you're going to do
than I
here...
anticipated. Zor and Dr. Prism must be getting
grab the
kinesium
gum.
here. Try
There's
getting
gum
that
everywhere.
machinery online. we may be able to
Now
learn
these
more
two,
about where this
we're going to
kinesium is
put one on
going.
this pipe and one on that pipe. We do not use the wrench at all, so just move that out of the way. Now, this is for the main level. You're going to chew this gum.
That was in someone else's mouth.
Okay,
I need you
so
to
you
know
need a
that.
fingerprint. So we're going to chew this,
That
and
gum
there's a
is beyond
fingerprint
disgusting. I don't
on
like
the
that,
cup.
and I'm beginning to not like you.
So we're going to put it on there, pull it off, and then pop it on here. So that's the first part of the logging in process. Now, we need a
Looks like you
passcode
need some
on
sort of
the
number
number
code
pad.
to complete the process.
So normally you figure this out by looking at this note, and it's C something R something, and there's a little piece of paper somewhere that here, CLRS. Now what you're going to do is you're going to translate that into the numbers. So we're going to put CLRS. So 2577. And there you go. You're in. Now 2 robots are going to be coming. So we need to put on this hat. And you have to put it on or they do find you. Also, do not throw this mug,
Sounds
because
like
this
Dr.
mug
Prism
is
has a
important.
robot in the mines. We still don't know where this kinesium is going, though. Keep that disguise on and see if you can find out.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is,
Hey, Supervisor. Hope you
you're
enjoyed
gonna
your
want to
meeting.
move
Well, we're ready to drill
this
whenever you
drill
Yes, we are ready. And we definitely
until
are not firing our
the little
laser
TV
laser
next to you
There's
looks
more
like
than one.
that.
Well, this is
That
at least
means
double
you
the
found
robots we faced
kinesium.
last time.
So we are going to
Until we can
pull
figure out
this,
where Dr. Prism is building these robots, you'll have to play along operating that drill.
and while you're at it, flip this switch over here.
Clear the site. I'm en route.
At least I believe, yes. Yes, pull that switch. Okay. So he's put it in the cart.
Supervisor, that kinesium has to be cooled so it doesn't destabilize and bring this whole
Yes.
place down.
So we're going to hit this.
Your job.
It's going to fly around over here.
Okay, stabilize
So
the kinesium.
turn this.
Easy. Done it a million times. Just stabilize the kinesium.
So there's the thing with not tightening any pipes.
The involvement of Agent Phoenix back home
So now we're going to send the cart around to right robot. That's his name. This is left robot. This is right robot.
Also,
And while we do that, you're going to change the pipes around. Actually, you do need the wrench here.
Shipping crate is loading. I'm gonna drive this kinesium over to
If you do throw the wrench, it's not going to change
See you
anything.
around, left robot. See you back at the factory, right robot.
Okay, now
I'm driving the truck.
Well
we're
done.
going to
I'll
we're going
find
to take
out where
off
the
his
truck's going,
hat
but I think it's time we shut down this
hand
operation.
him the mug,
Find a way to destroy these mines.
and give him
permanently.
our hat,
I never get to drive the truck.
and that is giving him a new purpose. That's the one about giving him a new purpose.
Do this, do that. Don't you know we have quotas?
Now, the other thing is, you see that the third little spike coming out of the ground? That is where the phantom metal is. Just give me a minute. I'm kind of bad at operating this. Actually, you actually need to get this later, so I believe, because it something happens and you need it. Okay, now we're going to send this cart back around to us. Flip this to blue or whatever color that's supposed to be.
I'm not left robot anymore. Just left all alone robot. No offense.
So then we're going to move that. You're also going to move this preemptively.
That's going to heat up the kinesium. As your supervisor, I command you to stop.
Well, you're not actually my supervisor. So while this happens, just move this drill over to where the phantom metal is supposed to be. Okay. We're going to tighten this up. Now that's what the pipe should look like.
Supervisor handbook says lava is used for geothermal power.
So that is going to heat up the kinesium, which destabilizes it.
Don't do that.
Now we're going to press the button until it goes, well, the drill's blocking it, but it's going to go over there. If everything's in order here, how it's supposed to look, it should go towards the core.
An explosion. This is what the training videos warned us about. Dr. Prism, come in.
So, unfortunately, you're going to kill this guy.
One should never use lava heads.
Now, normally you are supposed to drill
Thank goodness. We can safely say you
Look,
shut
now that
things
looks
down.
like that means you're on top of the Phantom Metal. Now,
We need to leave.
Right Robot is going to come back, and normally you're supposed to drill him, but this little, like, cave spike is going to drop. I'm just gonna grab this.
Unlike you, my
So there's
robots
the
actually listen.
second Phantom Metal.
However, there are still a few tricks you
You can take this off now.
robots about being an agent.
Okay, just wait for him to stand under that. Keep your finger on this.
Hey, Agent Phoenix.
Also, if you turn this, the robot trophy is up here. Just give me a minute.
It's too bad that line is gonna collapse and crush your clever little head.
Oh, we need to take this.
Emergency power initiated.
Okay, take that off from there. Go up.
Emergency
Now, the robot trophy should be up here.
We can add a giant mining drill to the ever-expanding list
He's
of
over there.
important quarry
I don't even... See? He's over there. Now, there is a way to spin the drill around at the beginning and get it, but that's how I like to get it. So, there are all your missions on this one. Every single one. Give them a new purpose. Avoid pending pipes. And the robot trophy. So now we're going to go on to my personal favorite level, Blind Spot.
The truck is just up ahead.
Okay.
Prism may not be...
So, first of all, the first thing we're going to do is, it says don't use screwdrivers or wire cutters. That means you cannot
driving
use
the truck, but
the
she built
screwdrivers
it
or the
so
wire
it'll be
cutters
like
throughout
anything
the whole
you've ever
level.
seen.
Then, open the truck without breaking the fuel tanks. That means, I'll show you what that is. I'm going to break the fuel tanks because it's easier, and for the sake of the video, I want to do it like that. But I'll show you what you're not supposed to do. Then, give the handler his favorite food, which means you cannot eat this hot dog. Also, do not put the hot dog in the mail compartment until I tell you to, okay? Because that is very important, because there's a specific way you're supposed to give it to him. So, you might be thinking, how do I do this without the screwdriver to open that? So you're going to hold down this, and a knife is going to pop out. We're going to unscrew this,
You'll have to find a way around it.
and this is going to pop open.
Some wires. I'll
Now,
start drafting an apology letter to our autopilot
these-
engineers.
You're supposed to break these two. Never break the yellow one. The yellow one is going to kill you. But these three, you can break all three of them at the top here, like this. I'm about to show you. Break it like that, and it's not going to do anything.
When
So,
you return the car, we'll
there you go.
cover them
Now,
up like
the
that.
steering wheel is going to come off.
Oh, well,
So,
you
you
are
throw it in
either
the
very
back.
strong or that
You
steering
lift
wheel
this
is
up.
not attached correctly.
You're
Could go
going
either
to
way.
get this, like, winch thing. I don't really know what this is called. And it's going to give you this.
Now that
Now-
you've completely bypassed the autopilot, you should have
You
no
should
trouble
probably
getting
take this
out
down
of the
just for future reference. Now, steer the car. We're going to go up here. Now, there's little fire shooty things at the front of the car. We're going to let it shoot us for a second.
This entire mission is compromised.
Just for a little bit.
So get inside that truck without being seen. I'll tap you into the communications.
Okay,
The truck drives itself.
so now we're going to go back
That's odd.
What's on, Dr. P?
to the handler's
Nothing,
van.
I think. Just a glitch in the system.
Back here.
Ensure the truck and the kinesium arrive. at
Now the hot
factory
dog is cooked now. And now we're going to put it in the mail slot.
Is that the perfectly balanced tones, the fluffy bun, and even the hints of smoke? Why, it's the perfect Frankfurter.
Okay, so there we go.
You really should focus on your mission, but this... Oh, this is delicious.
Okay, so now we're going to quickly speed past the flames. You want to go like this, it'll work better. And
Fire
at
is
the
deadly
front
when it's all over you.
of the car, there's the robot statue. So there he is. Now we're gonna go back. We are going to go. I'm getting all the missions I can out of the way at the start here.
Agent,
We're
that
going to
truck
put
is
out
10
this,
times bigger than your
and
house.
that license plate, we're going to point the thing at the license plate. It's a little hard. It's easier to aim it at this little marking here. Give me a minute. There we go.
Dr. P, I just heard
And
something
then
in the
there
truck.
is the third Phantom Metal. It's not letting me grab it. Here it is. Third Phantom Metal. Out of the way. Okay. Now we're going to be doing the normal level for most of this. So we're going to get up here. Let's put down the window. And then get up here. We're going to try to open this. Can't open it all the way. We're going to get this thing that lifts cars up. I, again, don't know the name. Gonna crank it. And then right there, unplug this. Keep this
The
back here.
electricity across the rear door
Now,
dissipated a little. Those fuses must be
we're going to go
overlying.
over here. This is what you're not supposed to do if you want to do it without breaking the fire things. Let me read it out. Open the truck without breaking the fuel tanks. You're not supposed to do this. So we're going to do this. Gonna come off. We're gonna flip the switch. I was gonna break that. We're gonna grab this fuse, pop it in here, flip this. Now this might hit you and it might do some damage if you're not gonna die. Then we are going to move up a bit.
The Kinesium will stay stable until your arrival. I've ensured nothing like the mines will ever happen again.
Kind of hard to aim this. Okay, now the fire is gone. Do not do that part if you want to do the fire. If you do want to do it without deactivating the fire. Don't do that. Now, we're gonna go back over here. Now the fire won't shoot at us. And we are going to shoot this thing. And also we're going to shoot this thing. That just gives us a little cranky thing if you want another, for some reason. But, we're gonna move this down. So move the little box down. I know you're probably listening to this with the VR headset on, so I'm gonna try to say it like, I'm gonna try to say what I'm doing. Move this over, move this down, move the long ways box pointing up over on top of the little box. Move the long ways box to the middle. Move the small box to the top over, all the way. It doesn't have to be all the way over, but it's better all the way over. Then, move the yellow box back up. Move the smaller box out of the little opening area. Move it over to the on the bottom row to the right. And then move the yellow box down, and it should open. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna press this button. It's going to open up that. Now, we're gonna drive up here. Open the thing that says, I can't tell what that says. It's like a little yellow box with a yellow handle. And we are going to open up, and we're going to take another fuse out. That's the second fuse. Then we are going to drive under the car and lift this yellow thing and take the other fuse out. So, there you go. Now, we're going to pull backwards, get over here, point this, let's move back a bit, point this at like the red spot, it's gonna open up. Now he is here. What you're going to want to do is, you're going to take this knife. You still cannot use wire cutters if you're trying to do it without the wire cutters.
We've been working on upgrades from the moment you and your handler arrived.
My exterior is nearly impenetrable now. You won't crush me with a
Okay, so they're gonna just talk.
That's right. Every time you show up, my robots improve. So thanks for your cooperation. I'll take over driving. Go show Agent Phoenix what a real agent looks like. Ooh, I hope they have auto insurance.
Okay, so he's gonna hop on your car here, and then he's gonna start drilling. Just give it a minute. We are going to swerve the car into the barrels on the left here until he falls into the side of the car. Now, we're going to grab the knife, the little knife that came out of the stick. We're going to pry open his talking area, and we are going to grab this instruction thing. Now, I'm going to read these instructions out. I'm going to say what to do. Automatically, do not cut the red wire. You're going to die if you cut the red wire. Do not do anything yet. Just flip the switch that reverses everything and opens up the box to the black wire. Now you can cut the blue wire, but right now we're gonna flip this switch. Do not cut the red wire. The red wire kills you. But flip the switch. It only gives us a certain amount of time. And cut the blue wire. When you cut the blue wire, it should be yellow square, yellow like stop sign. I can't come up with the word there now. Okay, so then the green wire, we're going to turn this dial until it opens up the green thing. Now once again, it has to be a green square. Normally what I do is I reverse it. I get it so the two on the sides are there, and then I reverse it so the green one is like that. Now we're going to make them all blank. And flip the switch so it opens, and cut the black wire when they're all lit up. And that's blind spot.
Well done.
Okay, so first things first, the robot trophy is up on the ceiling. He's on this little vent.
Well, this is definitely a Zoraxis lab.
So we got
There's
him.
not a robot to
So
be
there he
seen.
is.
I wonder if
Now
Dr.
we're going to
Prism even
flip
knows
this
about
switch
place.
on this generator
She and Zora
and grab the scuba mask
Poison
quickly,
gas
because it's
trap
gonna
activated.
poison gas you. Okay, so there goes that.
Venting the gas from your room, sorry.
Now this is Ollie, he is a Xeraxis worker, so...
I was beginning to think my replacement wasn't coming, but Zor said, Ollie, stay here until someone else shows up, and don't let Prism in.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna look at this real quick. So what we're gonna do is, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna, actually, this is the last thing. The last mission here is, extinguish the fire without safety equipment. It's pretty hard, so I'll try to do this. It's pretty quick, too. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna go through the level as normal right now.
Let's get you familiar
This
with the
is
Canadian
useless,
experiment.
pretty much.
Just let me know the encoded experiment name.
If you're
and I'll
watching
give
my
you
thing,
your
this is
supplies.
useless, but that could help you, but...
Did that helpful fellow
Okay.
say Prism isn't allowed in this lab?
So we're going to
Zora's
grab
experiment
this punch
can
card.
easily behind
We're
her
gonna pop it
back.
in this, or no, we're gonna pop it in
Work
this
with
one.
Ollie to figure out what's going on
So
down
we are
here.
going to send him burn on this.
Ah, I had orders to incinerate
Now this
the
is
burned
here.
materials, which is ironic.
What you want to do
but,
here
not helpful.
is you want to
I'll
twist
send a
this
request.
valve, lower this chalkboard, turn this switch, and then turn this switch above you.
I sure am
Do
glad
not
you're
turn the
here.
one on the red
Made
pipe
the food
over
3
above the
days
door.
ago. Even the squid was starting to look tasty.
Okay, now what we're going to do is, this is to give Ollie his favorite food. We're going to move this out of the way.
Is that kinesium in that
We are
canister?
going to pop
What in the world
a
is
coin
Zora
into the
doing?
vending machine. It is going to dispense a bomb. You're going to open the door,
Yes.
grab
That's
the
button
bomb,
to
open the
you
door
pried
to the
open on your
outside,
way in.
drop it in.
Next time, perhaps we find the door button first.
And then it sends out a fish. Now we're going to put the fish where the kinesium thing used to be. And it's going to go in there. You're going to hit the button.
Just a little security measure.
We are going to cook it.
Glad I warned you about that.
We are going to put the cooked fish in the briefcase and send it to Ollie. Now this is going to stop him from asking us for our credentials, which is what he does later. And when he asks for your credentials, you give him any kind of food and he will accept it.
Employee I've ever met. Let me know what you need and I'll send it over.
Okay, so now we've convinced Ollie that we work for Xeraxis. Now, we're going to open this locker where the door we opened and we threw the grenade in. There's going to be another pamphlet. We're going to get the other punch card and put it, or no, actually, first, it won't let us put a punch card in until we do this. You've turned all those switches. You're going to turn it up to 950 degrees Celsius for 2 seconds.
Your expert manipulation of numbers seems to have activated that machine.
Okay, I guess
It has
we
a
don't,
canister of
technically.
kinesium in it.
But let's just do it because it's going to light, it's going to turn purple. We're going to put it in this red thing that we're going to shut it, and it's going to launch it out into the water. Now we're going to put this punch card in the left slot, and it's going to say,
Agent, are you okay?
okay,
Just like what happened.
it's
in the
going to say
mines. So
Brim.
Zora is intentionally destabilizing.
We're going to send him Brim.
Brim is one of my all-time favorites. Here you go.
Now, we're going to lift this chalkboard back up. Actually, no, we don't have to. Okay. We're going to get the briefcase.
Oh, I'm glad you're not that Dr. Prism. She
The
seems
briefcase
nice
is
enough,
going
but
to tell us
someone sure doesn't want her
to
knowing about
click,
this place.
the top button twice on the vending machine. The top button twice, the button below that twice, and the button below that one once. So, the cigar twice, the soda twice, and the Zorbucks twice. That's going to move it out of the way.
You found the shield generator.
Now the shield generator's in here,
Pop that into the device
which we are going to,
left.
as Ollie said, pop it on the device on our left. But we're going to use this vent thing, this vent grate, and put it on top of the chalkboard. And if you look at the spot where it's open, it's going to spell out Noir, which we are going to then send to Ollie. First, let's put the briefcase in there.
Oh, I know I don't have anything for that.
He says that, but he does have
Here's
something.
something labeled Noir over
Okay.
here. I've never seen this before in my life. I'm sending it over.
Okay, so while he does that, this is going to be... This is the Phantom Metal, but... We got the Phantom Metal. So there we go. Now, we are going to get... We're going to buy a Zorpop, or the kinesium bar, which is at the bottom of the vending machine. This is how I like to do it. I'm going to eat the Kinesium bar. Then I'm going to use the popsicle stick and put it back up into the vending machine and fish out the Zorbucks, which is the stack of money. It's kind of hard to do. I'm gonna skip to when I get it because this might take me a bit. I'm gonna try the tape. Okay, so actually the tape was easier. So, I got the Zorbucks. That's one of our missions. Now, preemptively, we are going to buy the Zor Soda. You do not want to open this. You do not want to hit trigger on this because it opens it. It's going to get stuck. Actually, it got fully stuck because I don't know why, but it decided it was going to get stuck. I fished it out. Okay, just leave it as this is. Do not shake it, do not anything. Just freeze it in place. Okay, now we are going to adjust this so that it looks like, this is how I personally, by the way, you want to keep that scuba mask close to you. Okay, now the shield's up. Okay. Now,
You've activated some sort of shield around the
you are
lab.
supposed
It
to
must protect
decode
from
this so that you
destabilized
send to
kinesium.
him KBOOM.
Let's try another experiment.
I'm gonna need that
Oh, and then I need to
briefcase.
give him the briefcase.
It's my favorite briefcase. Also, my only briefcase. There it is. Okay. What do we have here? Ah, Zor just moved the KBOOM experiments to a new location. I hope Zor is planning on using this experiment to help people. I signed on to Zeraxis to do some good in the world. Anyway, you can still test the prototype with this punch card.
He's gonna send us the punch card. Okay. Now, normally, you don't have to play the tapes, but this is going to, you're gonna press the red button. Okay, you're gonna want to flip it to the second
That is
button
a
until it
lot
turns
of
red.
kinesium.
Then you're going
What
to
is
hit
Zor
the,
planning
like,
with all that kinesium that Dr.
circle
Prism
with
would
the
know
three,
about?
like, bumps on each side. You're gonna hit the one all the way to the right. Then you're going to move it to the very first, like, red thing on the dial. And then you're going to once again hit it all the way on the right. Then you're going to move it down to the third thing on the dial. You're going to hit the middle button. Then you're going to move it to the very you're gonna move it to the fourth dial, and then you're going to hit the third button. All the way to the right. So that is up now. You're going to heat up the kinesium again. You're going to put it in there, shut it. It's going to shoot that out, and it's going to cause a chain reaction. So we're just going to have to sit here for the chain reaction. Put the scuba mask beside you, by the way, because this is going to help you survive at the end of the level. Let's freeze them in place. That's a smarter idea.
A chain reaction of destabilized kinesium, which explains why the kinesium in your head reacted in the mines. Dr. Prism would never in a million years want to destroy the... Wait, did you hear that? Probably just the wind. Underwater wind. Yes, anyway, grab the... No, there it is again.
That last blast alerted Zor's lab security.
Okay, so Zor's lab security, which is a giant squid, because, you know, that's how Zor works, I guess.
Okay, she saw you. I have no...
The squid is going to put its tentacle into the area where the fish was, where he threw the grenade. It is going to catch everything on fire. Normally, you're supposed to put it out with the fire extinguisher, but in this case, you need to use the soda, which, do not open it until everything catches on fire. You have to do this very quickly. It is, like, by the second on how fast you have to do this, because the soda does not last forever.
But you're safe in the lab. It can't get you in there.
Okay, puts his hand up. Things are gonna catch on fire. Okay, you're going to open the soda, put out anything you see that's on fire.
Causing fires in an underwater lab. This squid truly has a cruel sense of irony.
She's being controlled. It's not her fault.
And for me, I didn't put it all out because it is that hard. But you can just use the fire extinguisher if you fail and you want to just beat the level, which is what I'm going to do here. Because it is like, especially if you get it behind the button, it's really hard to do it. And then it takes forever to put it out. So you put out the fire. Normally you're supposed to use the soda. It's really hard, so if you fail the first time, I mean, I failed, so.
There has to be a way to scare it off.
Okay, so we are going to, once again, cause a chain reaction. Now we're going to do the first dial, button all the way to the left, second dial, button all the way to the left, third dial, or no, fourth dial, button all the way to the left. Actually, just hit all the buttons on the fourth dial. So it should look like this. Now, once again, we're going to send out the kinesium. And it's going to once again cause a chain reaction.
A nice shot, but those charges just make her angry.
Okay, so now the squid, you're going to shut the door on the squid tentacle this time. Okay? So, you shut the door on the squid tentacle by pressing the little button that shuts the doors. Now the squid is going to come from over here, on the right. You're going to want to spam the button to send the briefcase.
That's not a bad idea. Activate
Okay, so now Ollie's going to close the door.
That did it. Ha! Good work, Agent.
Okay, so you think the squid is gone here. Do not calm down. Just stay in fight or flight mode.
But hey, she activated the emergency protocol, which means my escape pod is open. After all this time, I can finally leave. I can't thank you enough.
Welcome to our state-of-the-art.
Okay, so Ollie's probably going to meet a terrible, terrible fate because he got in that escape pod that almost killed him in the first game. Which is not important, but I'm just saying.
And thanks again. I hope I
Ollie's
see you
probably
again
dead.
someday.
Well, another successful mission where we
Okay,
both
just
stayed
put
very
on the
composed
scuba
and
mask.
professional
Just already,
the
just put it
entire
on.
time. I think we deserve a good God, the giant squid is back!
Structural integrity failing. If this is an emergency, please stay calm.
Now he's going to break the glass.
10, 9,
I'm putting on my wetsuit, Agent. I'm coming. I'll save you.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
You're just going to have to wait for the lady to count down.
window 3.
Okay, now the squid's going to come up. You're going to want to take this broken panel that's like electrocuting and pull the plug on his head. And now the squid is actually docile now. The squid is actually out of the control of Zor. And you're wearing the scuba mask, so you are good.
I'm sending someone to pick you up. Better grab that shield generator. I have a feeling you're
So
going to
now you have
need
to grab the
protect
shield
that.
generator. And that is the level. Okay, so here we are.
She may
So
not
this
know
is
Zor's
the
plans, but I bet she knows where
5th
Zor
level.
is.
So
The shield generator.
the missions are the robot trophy, the phantom medal, the fireworks launcher, the winter gloves, and the winter hat. So, first one, very easy, very self-explanatory. Own all souvenir
It's
press
in that
designs.
case in front of you.
You
Keep
need
it
to get
safe,
this
and
coin.
Get that gondola moving.
Get the bear design.
Gondola service
And then you turn it this way.
Current weather status. Blizzard. Please
Okay,
enjoy
this
your
guy
stay
talks.
in the Zoraxis gift
You
shop.
get that coin. Then, you get... Move some of this out of the way. Get the snow globe. It was just conveniently fallen. Get the snow globe. Break it.
Oh, I was going to ask for that after
Put
the
this
mission,
is put this in
yes,
here. This is
good
not
too.
necessary to the coins, but put that in. Put the Z in there.
A crate of fireworks.
Now get
What
this.
evil was Zor planning with those?
Let's just turn it to this first. Then put the
Testing the limits
bottom
of
of the snow globe. And get the Z one. then you want to get the compass out of the drawer here. Gloves are not necessary, but they're cool. Okay, and then we're going to put the compass in. And that is your third coin.
Congratulations on collecting all 3 valuable souvenir coins.
So there you go.
Please buy
Now,
more.
you don't really need these, but in the future there is something. Just put this in here preemptively.
If you use that chip, it works.
Okay.
To be honest,
So
I have
now-
my doubts. The agency's track record with inventions has been less than stellar since Dr.
There's this
Prism
piece
left.
of paper on the direction to turn this. So what we're going to do is, we're going to wind the coin press to the Z, and we're going to move it to the bear, then to the fireworks, then back to the bear, then back to the fireworks. And the bear is going to shoot a
I
laser
love secret safes. They
that we need to deflect. This is for the Phantom Metal.
Bear moving.
We need to deflect to where the Phantom Metal is to melt the ice. Now what you need to do is, when he shoots again, you just burn the bear. Just deflect the laser back at him with the coin. So, I didn't actually melt the ice enough, but that is where the souvenir is, or the Phantom Metal. So, that is how you get the Phantom Metal. You use the bear's laser to melt it. So, that's the Phantom Metal. Now, you need to take the top off of this, and there's going to be fireworks in here. Now, one of these souvenirs is to find and destroy 6 icicles. So the 6 icicles, they're not all here, but there's an icicle above the destroyed card. There is a icicle pointing towards the mountain on the far left, which I missed.
Fireworks are the pinnacle of undercover operations. Any passerby will say, "We never trained you in fireworks," which seems like
There
a
is
gross
one in the
oversight.
hole in the ceiling of, like, the shop.
I'd say be careful or you'll put someone's eye out, but sometimes that's literally your job.
And then there is... And then the last 2 are somewhere else. So just leave the flare gun in its... Put it back in its spot here. Actually, we do have to take it back out. Okay, so... If you look right here, you need to destroy 2, like, blizzard makers. That is one of them. So you're going to shoot there. On the mountain to the far right, you have to hit that one.
Any passerby will simply think we're celebrating. Genius.
And then...
Well done.
There is a
Blizzard
hidden
has
one
never been-
behind
but in
the
my
mountain,
experience, there's
the
never
second
just
mountain
one
to the
sewing
left.
machine.
So the one, not the tiniest one, but the second tiniest, and it's above it's behind the peak of it, like to the right of it. You have to hit it really. It's very specific on where you hit it, but that was good enough. Okay.
Nice shot.
Now,
We should be able to continue
load
now that
your.
blizzard is
Make
gone.
sure to. This is fast, okay?
Thank you for your
When
patience.
you flip the switch, you gotta turn around because there's an icicle behind you. So, we're right here.
All right. Stay steady.
There's that
Check
icicle.
that shield generator.
Now, keep it loaded up again because there is one on the catwalk over there.
Yeah, that's just a new thing I do.
Okay, the other thing is to not kill the robots with the fireworks. So I will show you how to do that.
Phoenix finally arrives.
Also, open the side door here with the
Entire
handle
life has led up to this. No more
on the
tests.
left. The left side door. Just
Today,
can't open the right.
my robots prove
Okay,
to the
this
world
thing up
they
here
are
that we are riding on right now, there's an icicle where the steps are. So, that is all of the icicles. It doesn't count until you beat the level. Now, if you look to the left, the little robot statue is where your door is. So there that is. Now you need to grab this sign next to you and deflect the laser back at the robot. Now,
Looks like their lasers may
you're
be
going
too
to get the
powerful
fireworks.
for them.
When this guy, on the robot on the right, is going to hide behind this wall, you're going to want to shoot at the snow on the mountain right here, above
Kill
the
Phoenix.
avalanche sign.
Show the agency we were right.
Right
Show
now
them
he
all.
hides. So there he goes. Now this flare gun is no longer useful.
Very clever, is it? You can't program
Now
that
melt
into
the
a robot.
ice where the other gondola is, and it's going to hit him. Now you gotta move the mirror to where it'll hit Robutler from behind. Or not Robutler, the other
Next one.
robot.
One robot left.
And then that kills him. So that is the other robot. Now, that is all of your things. You do not need to do anything more on this level, but I do believe that you need to
Seems to be the
wait
last
till the level ends, but it's a really long end to this level. So I'm just
Stay on
gonna
your guard, Agent.
cut to the last one.
Strange
Okay, so Here we are on KBOOM. This is probably the one I struggled with the most. So, first of all, keep this screwdriver with you. The screwdriver is important. So keep it with you here. Now, the first one is to not jam the... Normally, you put the screwdriver up here to jam the cogs. You're not supposed to do that here. Actually, what you're supposed to do is turn around and grab the liquid nitrogen and freeze it. So that is the first one already done. There we are. Now, the other ones are to not overflow the lava reactors and disarm the give Prism an unconventional wrench, which we will do.
We should focus on finding
Okay, this will heat this up. Now, you are able to move this bucket. What we're gonna do first, we are going to get the Phantom Metal. So we're going to move the bucket past B to, like, this part of the lava that is spurting a lot. It's this part on the basically under Roxana, there's a thing that keeps bubbling, a lava part that keeps bubbling. You're gonna sink it into there, maybe move it, like, right on top of it. Now you take it out, and now move it over to you. And I mean, I think you can tip this. I don't think it's gonna pour lava on you. You tip it. Yeah, you tip it. Okay, actually just lower it. The Phantom Metal is right there. So that is actually the last Phantom Metal. There's one in the lobby that you have to figure out, and it won't give me the pamphlet again. You get a little pamphlet crap, it won't give it to me. So I cannot show you how to do that. It won't give it to me twice. Now, we can't overflow this part here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to move the bucket back around to B. Now, obviously, it's like you almost have to overflow A. But there is actually a way around that. If you put the bucket right underneath of B, and then hit drain, it'll actually drain the one lava into that. So it's only, normally it holds up to 3 lava, but in this case, it only holds 1. Which means we can now drain that into A without overflowing it.
I see you have access to those lava.
Now,
Zor's using them to power this camp.
we're going to...
I don't have access.
We are going to pour 1 bucket full of lava into B, which, you know, it gives 3. So, hit drain once, lower the bucket back down. Here you go. There's the other...
Power restored. I guess there's a reason you're here after all, Phoenix.
As compliments go, I would take it.
So there you go.
I'm working on
That's...
all ages as far from
Now there's
the
only
as
one left you need to do.
in case things go wrong.
So now you're supposed to move forward here, but obviously the gears have broke, so you're gonna put everything back into place.
Breaking everything you touch. And you wonder why I told you to stay
And she
away.
is blocking my screen. Do not throw away this nitrogen
Breaking Zor's
container.
things usually works out for us.
Okay.
Though I suppose we do need to get this cabin fixed.
Okay, so now we have to open up this thing, and there's going to be... We need to get this thing on the ground below the gearbox, and this gear. And we are going to take this part that looks like kind of like a handle out of the way, and we are going to put the gears in here together. Even though they don't match, they still do work together. And then it's just going to look like that right there. And then we are going to put this iron bar in, click this, and it is going to, I think you can liquid nitrogen this to cool it down, yes. So, and then you can pop that in there. And there's that part of the level.
You really want to die here, huh? At least make yourself useful. Let's take these destabilizers.
Okay, so now you have to get rid of this destabilizer. Which, what you have to do here is you have to get the nitrogen, take off the little, like, shooter out here thing. You no longer need the liquid nitrogen, so you can just throw that away. And then underneath of the, like, forge, there is a, like, basically fire can. Now, you do not use this yet. You need this welding mask. So you put that on. Weld, or you don't weld it, you open this part up. Now, this is where the Butler trophy is. You get the screwdriver, unscrew this, and there is your Butler statue. That's all the Butler statues done, and also all the Phantom medals, except for that one at the in the lobby. Now, we basically have to make the Zeraxis logo, but with a handle. So we're going to get this one that has this little point here at the actually yeah, at the top here. This one does not have a thing, so we're gonna put that at the bottom. That's like the left and right. I'm not gonna say bottom because that doesn't make a lot of sense. And then grab this part, put that there. So there that is. You're once again gonna close it, put some iron in. Boom.
That C looks just about right, but you can't really grab it, can you?
Oh, hold on. I think I put it in the wrong way. Switch around the Z's here. This is the right way. Now, while you're at it, turn around here and grab the iron bar behind us. So there's the iron bar right here. So keep this over here. Now this is what you need. It should look like this, and then you pop this into place. Now you can turn this either way. In my experience, I've found that you can it doesn't matter which way you turn it. So there that is.
Okay.
Now let's just preemptively here remake the gear, but don't close it yet. Just make the gear.
What's happening in there? I'm getting intense seismic readings.
Okay, so Roxanna's gonna fall in. She actually just sits here forever. You can just leave her there, but I think you do have to save her, so. Make this after Zor moves his thing. Okay, make this. So make this.
Just leave, Phoenix. It's over. Save yourself.
Okay, now, in order to save Roxanna, you have to get the bucket, lower it down to the lava, and move it to underneath Roxanna's little, like, box thing that looks like we're wearing. Then raise it up.
Whoa! You're gonna overload the entire system with the strain on that bucket.
Okay, actually nothing happens if we overload the system, so... Okay, so there goes the bucket. Now keep this next to you. This is important.
Why did you save me? Saving me makes no sense. My robots would never do that. I programmed them to follow orders no matter what. They would have let me die. Thank you. Okay, if we're doing this together, let's do it right. Zor's going to destabilize the Kinesium by erupting the volcano. And as you can see, it's already started. I can't stop a volcano eruption, but I think we can protect that Kinesium. To start that process, I'm heading to the main deck, and I need you to divert all of the lava in those generators in your cabin to generate Z01.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn the switch, and we are going to flip down this lever and move all the lava, like she said, to Z01.
Location parameters panel in your cabin.
So there you go.
Keep the destabilizer steady.
Now, this is just like a click the red button thing.
Move toward the Kinesium.
And we move forward.
Panel in front of you will lock the destabilizers.
So just start flipping at anything or pressing buttons that look red.
If you see a red light, take care of it.
Evacuation protocols for our agents are happening around the world. Everything rides on you getting rid of the red lights on the panel. You're doing very well, Agent. At least I assume so. I don't understand any of this.
Same old Reginald. Though, I have to admit, your Phoenix is pretty impressive. Pick up the pace, Phoenix. I have another job for you as soon as you get rid of those red lights. I'll take over parameters work for a minute. I'm throwing.
Okay, so those are the red lights.
I need a wrench that.
Okay, so this is the unconventional wrench. It's the gear on a stick.
call this a wrench?
So that is all the collectibles here. So if you're here for the collectibles, you can
This
just...
is perfect.
That's the end of the video, so thanks for watching. But
You're doing great.
this is how you... I'm going on to show you how to do the level. We still gotta flip these switches.
There's something missing. I need time to think. Okay, split the lava evenly between generators CO2 and CO3.
Okay, so we're splitting the lava evenly, but while we do this, we also have to flip these switches, so do not turn away from the switches. So you're going to split the lava evenly, which is kind of self-explanatory, but it's not letting me grab it, so just give me a minute. Oh yeah, you do have to give it all the red, I think, in order to let you...
If that lava is
Okay,
between
now it's
CO2
good.
and CO3, we're going to die. Surprisingly, I'd rather you not die.
Okay, there we go. And then you... You kind of just have to look back and forth here. Okay, there you go.
That's it. Keep it steady. Keep it up, Phoenix. I don't plan on losing another one of my creations.
And she keeps referring to us as her creation, which I guess means, like...
I think she means you.
I don't... Like I say, I had a theory on my other video about him being a robot, but I'm kind of unsure now. I think she's just referring to the Kinesium, but... Okay.
Reconfiguration successful. Opening destabilizer system access panel.
It's working. It's working.
Lower control panel access required.
It is no longer working.
Okay, so we're going... She's gonna ask us to hit this button here.
How do we make Source Tech work for
Done.
us? Wait. Source Tech? I have an idea. We can create a shield. Not around us, but around the Kinesium. I'm throwing you the shield generator from Zor's underwater lab. I've made some modifications. I'm trusting you with this. My improvements to it.
Okay, so now we're going to go down.
I know what we need. Don't say this thing, Dr. Prison does, but I will do it. I know how to trust me. Well placed.
Okay, so...
Together.
This is literally just the underwater level. You have to...
Signal is successfully interfacing with Zor's machine. You did it, Phoenix. Okay, you're back on parameters duty while I finish.
Yeah, so we're just back to flipping switches here. Which is... I can't really show you how to
Now
flip
the
switches.
destabilizers need to adapt to the new input. Split the lava between all three generators evenly.
Okay, so we're splitting the lava between the generators evenly, which means 2 for each. Just gonna press some buttons here.
Destabilizer reconfiguration requires confirmation from 2 authorized Zeraxis.
Nice work. That shield generator is going to interface with the stabilizers to create a shield. Get ready to pull the large override lever on my signal. On my mark. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now! Pull the
Okay, then you
lever.
pull the lever. So,
You got it. Now get out of there.
Cabin controls unlocked. Kinesium explosion imminent. I'm getting your cabin out of there.
okay, so... Now we got some loudness here.
Because it needs
Okay,
stabilizers
so
too far apart.
you're...
No.
You know, it won't let you do it like this. You need to point your pointer at the Kinesium, which destabilizes your implant, and it's going to pull everything together.
How are you doing that? That's incredible! I've never seen telekinesis this powerful. You just might be the best thing I ever made. The shield is going to completely nullify any kinetic shock. I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna hurt. Keep going.
Okay, so you might think you're gonna die here, but you're not. It's not gonna kill you here. Okay, so there you go. Those are all the levels. after this, B and I expected to die with all the collectibles. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. I'm not gonna wait for the ending and everything because it just is really long. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Hey, since you watched all the way to the end of the video, you probably like my videos. Maybe you should subscribe. That's right, I'm talking to all 94% of you who haven't subscribed. Also, if you have subscribed, then you probably do like my videos, and consider subscribing to my newly made Patreon for only $1.50. This is not a cash grab. I repeat, this is not a cash grab.